me a weapon. I can still fight.
From the minute I arrived in the Medici, I was no longer a person. The hospitaliers weighed me, calculated the odds of my survival, whispered about how I was lucky to be alive, moved me to a bed like baggage.
No, it can't be.
It could be worse. The man next to me lies motionless, his face gooey and white like half-melted wax. My burns stretch across my chest and arm, far less severe by comparison.
I can't move. I can't move.
How did it happen? They asked. Where were you stationed? I don't answer. Better to play dumb than tell them the truth. This decision has afforded me a certain degree of anonymity, and the less they ask, the better. I stay put, drawing this recovery out as long as I can. Chained to the bed for my own safety, it's the most secure place I can imagine. Doom is not without a sense of irony.
Everybody up! I need every fighting-aged able-bodied man, now!
The commanders have fled?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Let's go! This one too! Up, up! Get them laser rifles, come on! Fall in!
Guardsmen, enlisted. They're racing to get dressed themselves.
We can't even use satellite communications?
They fried him on entry.
Hey, you!
The lead officer looks at me.
Name and rank.
Rudolf Nusz, Sergeant.
Can you stand, guardsman?
I'm on house arrest.
Cut him loose.
What's wrong with you?
Ate an orc, whole.
Smart ass. Come on up.
Fall in! We're going to the bunker.
I canvass the other men. Blood pools into their gauze, seeping it a florid red. Soldiers, wounded and war-racked, limp to their feet.
Where do you need me? They're getting killed out there. Let me get out there.
Get me a weapon. I can still fight. This isn't going to be enough.
Shut up.
It's not enough.
Shut the hell up, Barnaby.
We march out of the Medici and into the manic streets.
Is that an Imperium cruiser? Look up there. That's not good.
Up in the sky, warp storms and solar flares crackle across the atmosphere. Below them, missiles stain the red dusk sky with crisscrossing chains of skeleton white trails. Who's up there?
Don't know yet. The electromagnetic waves knocked out the low orbit casters. Other hives have gone dark too.
But the enemy's taking advantage of it, eh? Clever.
Get these cripples weapons!
Cripple?
Triage, over here!
I'm Mater. The freak-out is Barn.
Void shields are down?
Yeah, they hit the Promethean pipeline too. Fires popping up across the hive.
Come on, new guy.
There's another squad falling back in. Can't find a pulse.
Station! Order all civilians to get below ground.
Try over here. Draw compressions.
Where's the tech priests? We need broadcast support.
I'll do what I can. Attention, Carlisle Keep. This is Bunker 14. Abandoned stations. Repeat, abandoned stations. Get all civilians below ground or to the bunker. Repeat. They've started jammers.
Error reported in the Icarus array! They're not firing! Landing craft deploying outside the walls!
Damn it. They want us badly. What's next? Stone burners?
If they were atomics, we'd die instantly.
Real funny, new guy.
Find an engine seer. Get them to the Icarus arrays to find out what's wrong.
Without the drugs of the Medici, my nerves are on fire. The scorched skin on my body is like wearing a uniform 3 sizes too small. I wince as I adjust my flak jacket, feeling it coarsely rub against the dead skin underneath.
We have visuals!
Who are they?
Frontline says, black banners on the mobile cavalry. Red wine Wolfcliff. It's... Emperor, no. It's the Hounds of Sable!
The Hounds of Sable. I knew it. I bloody knew it. A snake swims up the nerves in my spine, hissing the whole way. It wraps around each vertebrae, squeezing and pouring venomous thoughts into my mind.
We're doomed! What if we head over the base? You think the enemy would go for it?
You'd sell me out?
Commissar on deck!
Sir! Ma'am!
A commissar. Her face is a gnarled mess. She sneers, teeth exposed as she reaches inside the red lining of her greatcoat.
Tactical.
Chaos, Madam Commissar. Traitor Guardsman platoon. Hounds of Sable.
I see. Some of you are inclined to agree with the idea of turning me over. Is that right?
No, please, I was just...
Reconsider your attitudes, all of you. We're here for a reason. And that reason is to survive. That's an order, a decree of the Holy God Emperor. You serve in his Astra Militarum. Understood?
Understood, Madam Commissar!
Loud and clear.
Our problems are just getting started. What shape is the runway?
The runway is destroyed, but the bunker is strong, Commander.
All fortifications have their limits. We've denied them their chance of calling for help or escape. Pull 3 squadrons and begin the purge of the city.
It impresses me, Commander.
What does?
Unaugmented, your mind processes stimuli at an impressive rate.
When I die, maybe you can study it.
I would relish the opportunity.
Commander Bastelek. Commander.
Eilish, brief them.
Sergeants, here is your dossier. Heavy weapons teams will be the first to exit to Rally Point Daimyo 1317.
Already? We haven't even taken the city.
If we complete our objectives in 4.6 hours, we can assume regrouping efforts and move to the next hive by evening tomorrow.
Is your mind locked in autistic mode? We need a day, at least. The timeline is impossible. It can't be done.
We don't trade in the impossible. You have oaths to fulfill.
Our oaths are to the first, Commander.
Is that so? You have 8 hours.
Apologies, Commander.
Their concerns are isolated here, Commander.
A single holdout?
They've staged their defense at the bunker abbey. They've pulled the invalids from the Medicae and have armed them amongst their civilian reserve.
He's there.
Why not drown them in bodies?
The witch finally appears.
There are conscripts on every corner, Commander. Why not offer them a cause worth fighting for?
Apostle Riovi, your tactic is a delusion. 64% chance of error.
Is that all? There are many men who can assume the task, even those who were once our foes.
We can't recruit conscripts in an active war zone. What if they regroup with these holdouts? What if they betray us?
Since when can any traitor be trusted? You all know this. Isn't that why we are here in the first place?
That is enough, Ryovi.
March the conscripts ahead as shields.
We're not taking requests. We know war.
Is that because you don't know how to do anything else?
If we invite vipers into our midst, then invites a chance.
Feelings, emotions. We require facts and figures. Commander, it wounds me to agree, but Apostle Ryovi is correct. Conscripts may invite the challenge of defection or desertion, but we need more resources to storm the bunker before we become subject to a counterattack.
You heard the machine. Heal the conscripts. Claim the bunker.
For Sable!
For Sable.
Ryovi,
Commander?
your divinations.
As certain as spiders spin webs, allure its Orestes is within reach.
Bring him in.
They're outside the wall. Where are our reinforcements?
Anyone who spent a long enough time in a Medici knows that after a while you start to lose your sense of smell. Everything is the overwhelming stench of ammonia and stale air. It makes you want to strangle yourself with your own sheets.
How long were you in there?
Weeks.
Still remember how to fire that thing? When a warp storm like this hits, neither side should be shooting.
Everyone shut up! Look!
The face of slaughter gapes into the city, marching slow and assured they are the lost and the damned. The Hounds of Sable. Men and women wearing scraps of armor cobbled together from endless wars and scavenging. They stop, meters away from the bunker abbey, and wait for it. The signal. The one that happens in every battle. The sign that all hell is about to break loose.
Return fire!
Die, scum!
The frenzied air of the town square fills with barking and the smell of urine and death. It's all happening so fast. I'm sure everyone says that. How it all flashes before your eyes. But not me. I'm here. I'm in the moment. Always in the moment.
Conscripts forward! We're sorry. Help us.
They send forward Imperial brothers in arms, traitors by circumstance. Down below, we watch them flank the street corners and throw men and women in as human shields for their movements.
Those are our men! Damn it!
Please don't shoot!
You guy, wait! What the hell are you doing? They're loyalists!
Their guns are pointed at us. What do you want me to do?
Monitor!
Why scrap? Why can't they just use last guns?
Hey, Monitor! We gotta help him sooner!
My eyes lock on a building down the corridor. Down our scopes, we see each other. I have a whole half-breath before the other sniper realizes I've marked him. His blue scarf frames his wild eyes, then surprise. Friendly face.
Hey, don't close your eyes! Wake up!
He's dead! Grab his gun! I let out 2 quick shots from the bunker's window. Each ends with a guardsman on the ground. A woman charges up over the rubble and begins to scale the barricade outside the bunker.
Die, scum!
I fire. Her abdomen is hit with a full blast of force, spinning her round as her torso comes apart at the midsection. Conscripts begin piling high in the street, firing wildly at the bunker as bayonets and daggers stab at their backs. The thralls don't scream or yell. They look fearful, trapped in a silent, tragic affair.
Look out!
I have one holding a lump of flesh in his lap, a hole where his crotch once was. He cries, squeezing as blood bubbles through his fingers. A knot begins to build in my pelvis. Not disgust, excitement. I watch the flow of battle and wait for my moment. I roll out of the bunker's window and scan the neighboring alleyway. It's empty.
Rudolf! What the hell are you doing?
They're not coming from the manufactorum side. It must be blocked. We can take the tunnel out before they surround us. Grab everyone, come on!
Our orders are to stay here!
Get the Commissar. Let's go.
Damn it. Everyone, follow me! Keep Rudolf covered and keep him alive!
I leap down the terrace and run, the guardsman scrambling to follow behind.
You will outgun.
Yes, Madam Commissar!
I'm the most cold-hearted person you'll meet. I'm not afraid to tell the truth.
You will rebuff the heretics standing at our door.
The truth is, they're outplayed.
This way! Let's... No.
The Commissar stops cold and looks at me standing in the middle of the plaza. Dozens of traitors line the walls, guns drawn from the windows and rooftops. I stand before them, hands resting in my pockets. She sees it. The sign. It's written all over my face. If you can't beat them, right?
You traitor!
I drop to my knees and throw my hands up to my face as streaks of lasfire erupt in the street. I can see bursts of light through my skin. It reminds me of that children's game, the one where you hold a lantern to your palm to see the bones on the other side. I take my hands off my face and look up. The hounds begin to enter the plaza and weave over the corpses.
He's my son! Have you seen my son? Oh, God! Rudolf!
The lieutenant. He's still alive. He reaches for me and I sneer. Hurry up and die, you idiot.
Rudolf!
It's a compromise, perhaps.
We can't endure an ongoing battle. The Imperium's holdings in the sector are too large. There's more to lose by drawing this out. We need to be inside the next hive by this time tomorrow.
Commander.
Lieutenant, the city is ours?
Yes, sir. Just some stragglers. And these two.
Rudolf! Help!
He led them out of the bunker.
At the end of the street, I spot him. The ugly son of a bitch with scars up the side of his face. He beams with confidence.
Sergeant Rudolf Nusz.
Captain?
Commander, now.
The scars on his face dissipate like a mirage. Muscles shift and reform. Physically, he's an apt, handsome man, a perfect soldier. Slaanesh is favored. But what did he say? Commander.
Rudolf!
I scowl at the dying man. His death throes interrupt my thoughts.
Friend of yours?
Hardly.
Noted.
Slowly, his exposed arm molds and twirls. His flesh rearranges as easily as a potter shapes clay. From it, he creates a crab-like claw serrated with sickle-shaped teeth at the end of his forearm.
Mutant. You're worthy at...
With a slow thrust, he slides the talon down the guardsman's throat. The loyalist's jaw bursts first, opening it bare to the bone. The claw pushes, slowly, unhurried and as painfully slow as possible as the guardsman gurgles unclear vowels and cries. Perfectly measured, the moment is harrowing. He keeps him alive as he presses deeper. It's a tender, violating fetish, like falling in love for the first time. He's alive for all of it. He can't scream. Moments pass, and it proves too much. He goes limp. And there he goes.
Talalai, clean up the mess.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel?
I look down at the blown open corpse. Touch of a headache. His expression doesn't change. He just stares at me, judging. Overhead, the sun dips down below the horizon. Lit by the flames of the nearby buildings, the flesh-shaper's shadow bends in two. His hand reaches out to me. It's smooth, uncracked. Sebastian.
Hounds, leave us.
The soldiers leave. As they pass, some lay gentle hands on my shoulder.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm the most cold-hearted person you'll meet.
Welcome back.
Hi everyone, Colin here. Thank you so much for listening to this production of Hounds of Bedlam. If this is your first time tuning in, Cold Open Stories produces a wide range of content including short stories, audio dramas, writing contests, and web-based collaborative fiction. On our website, you'll find unofficial stories set in the universe of Warhammer 40,000, where you, the listener, audition to play the parts. You can even submit your own tales. All levels of experience are welcomed, and these are fan productions, so whether you're a writer, actor, or disillusioned heretic, check us out at coldopenstories.com or on social media for the latest release. This episode was written and directed by Colin DeGraff, with music composed by Robert Renato Hack. Cover art by Orniris Terenzi. In this episode, you heard Cliff Chapman, Damon Alums, Su Ling Chan, Nick Ewan, and Nina Nikolic. Supporting voices by Eleanor Anwin, Paul Hikari, William Nunn, Chris Colon, Alex Ross, Michael Langen, and Nicholas Allaire. Additional voices by Sierra Benning, Shay Shell, Kay Marcus, Natalie Winters, Andre Giles, Michael Holden, Luke Edens, and Brandon Simmons. Now before you go, please consider sharing what we do in your network. It's a great way to build community and share stories worth telling. Without you, none of this is possible. So please, spread the signal, and we look forward to seeing you for our next story.